Graphics, dumbo.
Hey.
We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty, but we'll save that for another episode.
Thank
because
God.
Coincidentally, we got some guys here today who agreed to come in here and make us look bad. So let's bring them in and start this episode without waiting.
Because that takes a lot.
Who do we bring in first?
I say Wayne. He's
All right. Just right down the line.
Hello.
Wayne.
yeah.
Welcome back.
It's his world.
Evening. How are
They
we?
did make a Wayne's World movie, didn't they?
Two of them.
Damn.
Hold on.
Phil.
Yes.
What?
See, look. Yes.
Is he pros?
He's got a Wayne's World hat.
Move along. Go away.
Is your camera stuck?
Yeah. somebody screenshot quick.
What the fuck?
Phil, you froze.
Screenshot.
Oh no, my camera's froze.
At least it's a
Quality-
good one. That's all
Quality
right.
of his camera's better though.
Hang on.
Yeah. As long as he's not moving, he looks half decent.
If this went down without technical difficulties, I would be disappointed.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. To be fair, there's got to be one. Trust it to be Phil. You know,
Yeah.
the one
Yeah.
with more subscribers than the rest of us.
I'm just glad it's Phil and not me for once.
Yo, done it.
Oh, got an echo.
Who got the echo? Oh, it's Phil restarting his sources.
See Phil. Bye.
His face just like locked up mid smirk there too.
That was a good one, though.
Standard Phil face. Always smirking. He screenshotted it. Posting in Discord. Hold on. Is it in Discord?
As soon as the camera appears, we'll bring him up.
I hope it's just that picture again.
We'll just be on a continuous loop. That'll be the whole podcast, just Phil trying to sort out his technical difficulties.
It'd be a classic.
Oh, Chris, you look scared. What's up? So
I'm always
friends?
scared. I'm always scared, mate.
Nothing to be scared of, mate. Nothing to be scared. What, 6 months ago, you'd done nothing on YouTube? And
I
they
know.
were all over the place all of the time.
How do we freeze? It's always technical. Like, I don't get it. We all do this regularly.
It's
And it
turning
just-
it off and turning it on again.
Yeah. You gotta wait 5 minutes once you pull the plug.
Yeah.
Nah,
Does anybody
it's-
actually wait 5 minutes when they pull the plug?
Nope. Maybe 5 seconds. Maybe.
Just flick the switch and flick it back on again.
Hmm.
Standard. Hold on. Where's his picture? Someone's got to post it. Wait, somebody else has.
It crashed when I rolled the
Hold
intro.
on. I'm saving it. I'm saving it so we can't delete it. Give me a second.
Phil's ISP, LSP. I don't know what that's. I can't read.
Well, we can get him in audio. His audio's there.
Is he
You should
it?
just put that picture back up of him, and then he can talk.
We'll bring him back in. Is he typing? We'll bring him back in. I think we had audio.
Yo, David.
Oh, blimey. Quite a few of you in tonight. Hello. Who've we got? Dad. It feels weird calling you Dad, I'm not going to lie. Rose Electronics, Jaden, RWL, Nintendo, the Coda. 30,000 subscribers.
Internet difficulties right at this time.
I see him. There he is.
Oh my goodness. There he is. Live.
Hey,
He's
there he is.
Phil, welcome back.
Right, can you actually hear me?
Yes.
Right, okay. Yeah, I know what happened. it crashed when you rolled the intro. I was pretending to be asleep, so I didn't hear it, and I didn't see it. And then because it crashed, the browser released my camera, and Logitech camera software took over and took control of the camera.
Oh,
So,
you gotta
yeah.
love Logitech.
Oh yeah.
Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Cheers.
He
Okay, so
actually fixed it.
Do we just want to give this a couple of minutes just to figure itself out?
yeah.
Yeah, we
I
can.
say so. We'll let it roll.
If that's the case, I'm gonna need a couple years.
We'll figure it out.
Mate, I'm coming up for 36. I've still not sorted myself out.
I just turned 38. Yeah, there's not a chance, man. I'm lucky I made it out of bed today.
You don't look a day over dead.
It's a bit harsh, isn't it, Phil? Jesus.
Well, you was all mean to me taking screenshots, so yeah.
Mate, I've saved that, and every time you delete it, I'm going to repost it.
All right, let's call it bluff. Let's delete it. Where is it?
Come
Discord,
on.
general chat?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, come on. We're meant to be on
God,
the
he's
podcast,
actually-
man. You're
He's
so
actually
unprofessional.
screenshotted it. Oh no, I'm shocking.
Just crop him out, buy a green screen, and then stick it as a wallpaper behind you.
Oh, yeah, we'll just
Why not?
overlay him with the troll face.
If I load up my Logitech camera software again, just don't load any videos and you'll be fine.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do nothing.
No,
Don't-
Me,
don't-
me either.
It's not broke. It's
So-
not broke.
the $1 million question: who's ready for Christmas?
Nope.
The $1 million answer. Not a person
Don't know
here.
jump at once. I've not
Hang
even
on.
started.
Cancel that.
Can you ever be ready for Christmas?
Nope, still not ready.
I don't know. I think you find out on Christmas morning when the one kid turns around and goes, "Well, where's this?" Oh, shit.
I think
Well-
it'd be like ready to have like a kid too. Like, are you ever really ready to have that? It just kind of happens. You can adapt, I think, right?
Do you know
You
what?
gotta do
It's a
what you
good
gotta
point. It is a good point. People, I can't stand it when people go, "Oh no, I can't afford it. I'm not ready." Blah blah blah. And I get it. People being sensible, but if you think like that, you're never going to do it.
No, you're right.
That's true.
Absolutely, you just won't do it. And you know, having several kids of my own, I think I lost track.
To be fair, I don't
How
think
many-
no matter how much preparing you do, you can never be fully prepared anyway.
No.
You can
Same
never
as
be
most
fully
things.
prepared.
No.
So
I can't keep up with chat.
yeah, it's
no,
too many.
It's
Too
a
many.
bit.
I was just trying, but it's off the hook.
Well, there's only
So-
42 people in mine. There's only 42.
You-
Oh, that's kind
every-
of tilting though. There's the chat comes up with the last message on the top. That's kind of annoying.
Does it?
Oh, so we're looking down the bottom. Oh yeah. look at
Yeah.
that.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
good point.
Just so you're all aware, I've been watching Top.
I've got my
All
own.
right, Mr. Billy Big Balls.
No, it's
Getting it
down the
right.
bottom.
He's
I've
got my
got
own
Nick's
chat.
just realised it's at the top. He's been
I
reading
don't do
from the bottom.
YouTube.
Maybe that's why you're getting it right.
I've got my own chat. I've got the multi chat for everyone's, and then I've got my own windows as well. So
Like I said, we're doing it one way or the other.
Go ahead. Lead the race.
So, we got a collection of mines here, aside from chat. What
Yeah.
what have we learned, if anything, about trying to generate content?
don't leave Phil in control of cameras.
Do not rely on technology.
Yeah. First and foremost, if you're using a computer, forget.
Yeah.
For me, it's hard to say because most of the time it's already been done. So it's not. A lot of time it's not fresh content.
But it is fresh
So,
content. You
yeah.
can't get fresher than being on stream.
No, it's
That is
already
true.
being covered by somebody else. So there's always something that's being covered by somebody else.
But
Yeah.
you
The problem
look
is
at it
trying-
that way.
Trying
Yeah,
to get
go on,
there
Phil.
first. Trying to get there first especially in this world with consoles, we've seen literally everything that there is to see. It's only because of the new consoles coming out now that there are going to be some new issues that we haven't come
Yeah,
across
that-
before.
Yeah, that's why I don't really record videos, because if it's already been done, there's already some out there. There's no point. I much prefer live streams.
I can attest to just from learning screen printing. Like there might have been 10 guys showing me the same thing, but there was one that I always learn better off of. So there's always that. You know?
Yeah.
I
always learn better off of Wayne.
Yeah, that's the thing.
How not to do it.
Man, give us the secrets.
I disagree with you. I disagree with you, because you can have one issue. You can have one issue, and you're pretty sure you know what the problem is, and you know how to go about fixing it. But the way you fix it ain't the way the guy you watched 6 months ago fixing it. So it is fresh in that respect, because we're all individual, because we've got personalities and we've got processes that we take and adapt from other people and make our own.
Yeah,
I don't know whether you agree or not.
I think the reason I like YouTube so much is because the people that are watching me, they're not watching it because I'm doing things that no one else is doing. I'm doing it. They're watching because they like my perspective and the way that I explain it. Everyone's got a different way. So
yeah.
If you like, for example, Wayne, he's got the basically let's learn together. So, whereas with me, it's right. This is the problem. This is the solution. So it's two completely different perspectives. It's not, it's completely different content.
And you can't change that. You cannot change the problem, and you can't change the solution. But what you can change is how you bridge a gap from the problem to the solution. The way you do it ain't the way I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. Is you've got different techniques with soldering as well, or different techniques at approaching the actual problem, which some people prefer a different method. Like some people are like visual learners; they'll see you do it and they'll learn. Some people can't learn by looking; they have to read a book or something, so they read like a blog or something like that. So it's all about different perspectives. Well, yeah, you learn by breaking it.
I find a million ways to break something. I'm an expert in breaking it.
God.
What about you?
What is it?
What about you? What have you learned?
What with YouTube content and content creation?
Yeah.
It's difficult. It's a difficult balancing act, especially when you consider the rest of whatever you may have going on. And as crazy as it sounds, time management, even if you're very poor at time management, just a little bit of time management, like just a general grasp on time management. You don't have to be a pro. That can go a long ways to letting you accomplish stuff and get stuff done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that actually. It's like me, I've got a little bit of a regime in the morning. Every morning when I wake up, I'll have like my cup of coffee and whatever, and I'll spend between an hour and 90 minutes just reading comments, and that is all I'll do for the first 90 minutes in the morning when I wake up. Just read comments, reply to comments. And
well,
that consistency helps me to keep my day flowing, if that makes sense.
Luckily for me, or thankfully for me, I'm not that popular yet, so it only takes me like 30 seconds to answer comments.
I'm sure you'll get.
That's 21 seconds more than it takes me.
So
Sarah, you text me. I don't know.
on plus side, I get 2 coffees on a morning.
That's true.
There's something wrong with you lot. I mean, if I can't really wake up until I've had 3 or 4. At least I need 3 or 4 coffees before I think to myself, yeah, all right, I can think about facing the day, and then realize I need another coffee.
See, I'll just sit there and I'll literally just sit there with a coffee, a smoke, and I'll just sit there scrolling through YouTube and just seeing what people have said. It's just. It just helps me to keep going, because obviously in the day, if I'm working, I don't get a chance to read comments. So half the comments that come through, I miss them. So I'll just respond on the morning, and then if I get time on the night, I'll respond again. So
that's testament to how far you've come, because you and I have had conversations, and you go back 12 months or even 6 months. How has that changed between then and now? The fact that you haven't spent that amount of time.
Well, 6 months ago, I'd probably do it all in 10 minutes. So. It's come a long way. It's come a massive way in 6 months. But
no, I wouldn't have said 6 months ago. I'd have said a lot longer than that. I mean, I were with you when you had however many subscribers to what you've got now.
I think he was when I had about 6,000 subs, wasn't he?
Maybe a little bit less.
And could have been a little bit less, yeah. You weren't actually called iFix Consoles on YouTube then, was you?
No, I just used my proper name. I prefer to not use that now.
Mr. Christopher Earnshaw.
Mr.
Christopher
Earnshaw, yes. Can I
suppose
real name on the internet. Oh shit!
I suppose Earnshaw's better than having Dix in it.
Oh, fuck yourself.
That is true.
Dixon.
That's a solid name.
There you go.
Mr. Dixon.
I think
If I had £1 for every time someone had taken the piss, or it's Wayne Kerr, or it's Dicko Dickhead, or something along those lines. Not that I'm going to give you all ideas. But,
can I just say quickly that I can see chat. I do know people are there, but I obviously because it's a podcast, I can't really say hi to individual people. So I'll just say hi to everyone in the chat.
We break all the rules.
Yeah, I can see the messages. It's going to be a bit rude if I just sit there saying hi to everyone while everyone else is talking. So
I can. Hello, James.
One person.
You carry on at this, mate. You're going to wake up 50,000 subscribers and be going, Phil who?
We're hashtagging iFix Consoles. It's going to go viral by the morning.
Yeah. Let's all hashtag iFix Consoles.
I think to debate how Chris saying he's not popular, I think he had the quickest turnaround for anybody coming back. Possibly? Or are you tied with Wayne? Like coming on this show, at least. Because he was on 2 weeks ago.
When was you last on, Wayne?
It was a while ago, wasn't it?
It's got to be 3 months at least, isn't it?
Yeah, Wayne was on, and then he came back on a couple weeks later.
Yeah, Wayne's been on a few times though now.
Yeah, but
I think this is your third spot, is it, Wayne?
Fourth or fifth.
I don't know, mate. I can't remember my own name half of the time.
But Chris
to
has
be fair,
the quickest turnaround.
To be fair, I don't mind because it'll allow me time to settle into YouTube.
Yeah, that is true.
Not being as popular, it'll allow me to get used to it a little bit more and practice on the editing side of it.
I think you do yourself a disservice, if I'm honest, mate. I really, really disagree with your perspective on it. I think, all right, you haven't got the subscriber base, but in terms of being popular,
a lot of people know that.
Bullshit. Yeah,
but
you
I
come
don't
into
like
my
seeing
chat
myself on camera.
You come into my chat, and it's like me when I go into Lewis Rossman's chat. There'll be 50 people that will say hello because you are really well known on my stream, on Wayne's stream. I bet if you went onto Lewis Rossman's stream, a few people would know you in there because a lot of his streams, a lot of his viewers watch my channel as well. You are more popular than you think.
Yeah, we bring chat alive in your stream.
You're just ripping the shit out of
them. By the way, I tweeted iFix Consoles while I was talking.
I'll find it. I'm going
to hashtag
it. Make it go viral. Yeah.
Let's make it go. I've just tweeted hashtag iFix Consoles, all one word.
Nice.
On back to the question, I think for me, Nick, I'd have to agree with you. It's time, but I've got so much stuff I can create content with. But my two issues are managing my time because I'm crap. I'm crap at time management and work-life balance, and again, same as Chris, the editing.
I think once you get editing down, Wayne, you should skyrocket, mate. Honestly, you kind of remind me of my mate Vince when he had like 100,000 subscribers, genuinely. And I know he had a lot more then, but that's when I started watching him. He had about 100,000 subscribers. You remind me of him when I first started watching him, and that's what I think you've got going for you. Because you've got that don't care attitude, like you don't care if you mess up, and you don't care if you look.
You fucked it up, did.
Well, you don't care if it makes you look silly by not knowing the answer. Like, whereas when I first started, if I messed up a console or I couldn't fix a console, I wouldn't post it because I thought it'd make me look stupid. And actually, that's something I've learned in the past 12 months. People don't care. People ain't really watching it for that. They're watching it because they like the personality. So that's why I post an outfit now.
As I was saying earlier, sorry, Nate. I'll listen in my head. You know, people turning over the same content and the same content over and over again. The likes of you, Phil, I'm sure people are coming back now because they know not to expect to see a fail, but it's real and it's as raw as it comes. And if the fail's there, the fail's there. And actually, I think guys like me, we want to see people like you screw up.
Of course you do, because
we want to see it.
The reason for that is because when you've got other channels that only show the repairs that are successful, it makes it look like you can't mess up, and it makes it look pretty much superhuman. But obviously, I've been doing this 3 years, and I still screw up on a regular basis. Why not show it? Because it just shows that I'm just like everyone else. And I'm not, just because I've been doing it a little bit longer, it don't mean I can't mess up, and you shouldn't be ashamed of the screw ups because they happen to all of us.
Yeah, screw ups still happen. They always will.
Which is why I live stream as well, because anything can happen on a live stream. Literally anything can happen. A ball could catch fire in front of me, and there'll be 200, 300, 400 people there to see it, and then how many thousands there afterwards.
Yeah,
look, that's one of the good fun things about the live streaming aspect.
Yeah, no, I get that. And what about you, Jimmy, with the screen printing? Is that like a fine art, or is it an automated process, manual process?
I do use a manual press myself. They make automatics and stuff. That just to me never seemed as much fun, just pushing a couple buttons on you know what I mean? I mean the machines definitely, I think they do you can do 16 colors on a shirt on a machine and 24 shirts at a time. Like, it's crazy. But as far as you said about the personality thing goes, like even on my music podcast I do, I think your personality sells it a lot too. Like, people can, if you're, I don't know, I think people can feed off of you if you're a good person, you're funny or whatever, because I feel like a lot of people watch mine just because of my personality sometimes.
Yeah. I think that's what people find you because they need help with something, but then they realise, like, actually this person's like, he's down to earth and he's on the same page as me, and then they just carry on watching from there.
Absolutely.
I think, I can't remember, who was it now? I think it was Jason's Electronics Repair. He started watching me because he had an issue with something that he wanted to fix, and then he realised, actually, Phil's awesome, so he carried on watching me.
Yeah, it's true.
How wrong could he get it?
Oh yeah,
that was a bad judgment call.
Yeah, probably his worst judgment yet.
No, believe it or not, I miss seeing him on. I miss seeing Jason on doing repairs. I have to admit.
Carl Freeman said he loves watching the fixes, whether it's a fix or a fail. It's the banter as well. So, yeah, I think you've got to have a laugh when you're on stream. You can't be too serious.
Yeah, if it weren't for me, Danny, George, Wayne, Travis. I mean,
I come below Danny these days, do I?
Your chat would be dead.
You do.
Well, Danny's got love arts in my chat saying, "Danny, we love you." So saying, "Chris, we love you." So
yeah, I know. I did see it.
How arrogant can you get? Yeah,
he's got fans. He's got fans.
I did see it, but I didn't want to.
You
call him out.
Your head's big enough, innit? I mean,
David said it as well. So
yeah, your head's that big, it tipped you over on your chair. So
I've got it locked. I've got it locked tonight, mate. So I can't rock it back.
You need to screw it down to the floor, mate. It's not good for blocking it.
And what am I missing here with this chair story? What happened?
We'll have to find it. Go on, Phil, because I know you love it.
Find it, put it on.
I can't remember the stream now.
Oh, but
see, I made a meme out of
Who's
it.
chat?
Who's handling that bot?
Danny, I think it was.
Loads of bots.
2 bots. Come on, Danny, sort your shit out.
Yeah, come on, Danny. I ain't paying you to sit around, mate.
I'll start coming above you.
I just realised I ain't paying him at all.
Norm's talking about OnlyFans, so let's go down that route.
Oh, okay.
Find that chair fall. Find that chair fall and
I can't remember what stream it was on, to be honest.
It's
I think
already been memed.
I've already made a meme out of it, but I don't think I've got the picture anymore. I just posted it on Discord and left it at that.
To give you a bit of background, Nick and Jimmy's Chris, he might have been his second or third stream.
Second, I think.
He's on his webcam, so we got the whole shebang. We've got the pretty face and our shoulders and the big muscular arms, and he leans back like this, and I shit you not, his legs went off the top of his head.
Damn.
The chair went backwards. You see him scrambling.
Yeah, but
wrapped himself over.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I recovered it well.
I actually missed it. I ended up having to rewatch it because everyone was telling me about it.
Oh God, it was brilliant. It was one of those moments. It needs to be a short. You need to put it as a short on your channel.
Yeah, make it easy to find, Chris.
Actually, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to edit it into to put it into a short. You've got to put it into portrait mode. But I reckon I could get it into a short and then just give it to Chris so he can post it to his channel.
Make it a short. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Bald guy falls head over heels.
Falls head over heels for fixing consoles.
Yeah.
I'm in love with this PS4.
I did remember what the teacher always said, though.
Go on.
Keep all chair legs on floor at the same time.
Well,
they meant it too.
You should have listened.
My kids do it. They still do it at the kitchen table. We try and sit at the kitchen table pretty much every day to have dinner, and you'll see them rocking. And a couple of times the chair's just gone backwards and they've hit the deck. And you go, well, you shouldn't have been rocking on your chair. And inside you want to piss yourself laughing, but you know it's just going to wind them up. You think, no, won't do that.
We have like office chairs here with the wheels on them. So one time I was leaning back, and man, I'm telling you, I felt like I was up on two wheels, and it almost took off on me. I had to grab the desk and everything else. Yeah, it was extra noticeable.
Mine's got wheels on it. That one what went.
This chair here is quite fun because this floor is not level. Genuinely, this floor is not level.
I thought it was your head, mate.
Oh, cheers, mate. Is that because my head's tilted to one side, is it?
Well, it says justice for Chris.
Andrew said Chris go on full for fun.
No.
No.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
anyway, I laid the floor. I laid the floor, Phil, but it's not because of me though. It's uneven. The entire house is lopsided, so yeah, I can't help that.
Right, Nick, I hope you've got some other questions for us.
Yeah, no, well, I wanted to expand on a little something Phil said about getting up and reading comments, replying, and just from a standpoint, from my experience, obviously, and trying to book people for this show and just dealing with comments that come in from multiple channels that I'm involved with. At first, I had everything linked into my phone, like messages were coming in, emails coming in, and now everything's off my phone. That is anything YouTube related other than the YouTube app. I have a physical computer that I go to check that stuff, so it's not bothering me all day long.
Yeah, I've kind of got that as well. Like when you get, I mean, you with what how many channels are you involved in, Nick?
We do what? My personal channel and the Morning Buzz.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, so I can imagine you get a fair few notifications from different channels.
Yeah, well, like Nick saved me too, because when I started screen printing and doing the buzz, so I'm getting hit up on Snapchat, hit up on Instagram, this and that about shirts or about coming on the show or whatnot, and he told me about that because I was ready to put my phone through a freaking wall, man. I was losing my shit. Like I couldn't take it anymore. But I did that, and now time management and everything else has been a lot better.
Delegate a bit of time in the morning, maybe some at night if you want to split it up, or all at night, all in the morning, at lunch, whenever. Sit and reply to emails.
Yeah, see, the good thing about YouTube is all of the comments that you haven't responded to, as long as you don't give it a thumbs up or thumbs down or a heart or comment on it, it'll always be there at the top to say comments you've not responded to.
Yeah.
Which means that if you've not got time one day, you can just step away and just leave it and just respond. Yeah, it's on. I think it's on the browser. I'm sure it is, but I know it's on the app. It'll come up if you press some comments. Yeah, it's on the YouTube Studio app on the phone. So that's how I do it. I just literally scroll on my phone while I'm drinking my coffee, and I'll just scroll through the comments.
Hold on a second.
This guy does screen printing.
Yeah.
Jimmy does screen printing, Tidder.
Are you going to get us some t-shirts made, Tidder?
I can.
Yeah, he's going to.
Sure.
Has anyone seen the?
I did some work for Tidder. I want a t-shirt.
Has anyone seen the Linus Tech Tips meme shirt where his face is stretched?
No.
Have you not seen it?
No.
You've crashed again.
Gone again.
He came back.
I was gonna say, I thought he crashed the ship.
Did I crash? Did I?
Yeah.
No, you're back.
No, you're back now.
Okay.
For a second,
Yeah.
and you just missed that iceberg.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I know how to fix it next time, so don't worry about it.
You were doing this.
Okay. Well,
how big it was.
So no one's seen the Linus T-shirt.
With the face, like the real big face of him on it.
Yeah, that real big face. You know that face.
Great.
You know that face that you just caught of me.
T-shirts.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, we can make sure of that. But we are making shirts for this show, but we'll definitely send you guys one for sure.
Oh, cool. No, I was talking to Joey just the other day. I want to do something for charity, but I don't want to copy anyone else what they've done. So like the stuff they've done, I don't really want to do the same thing. I want to do something different.
Do you know what I want to do? And I really genuinely want to do it, but the organisation would be a nightmare. A 24-hour charity stream.
Yeah, that'd be a bit.
That'd be awesome, though, man.
Not just one tech. Not just one tech. You do it in shifts.
Oh, okay.
So you would have 4 or 5 or whatever, however.
I suppose you'd need people in different time zones, I suppose.
Well, that's the thing. We've got the people in different time zones. We
That is
absolutely
true.
have the people in different time zones.
That is true.
But
We've got East Coast. We've got the UK. We've got the US. We've got Europe.
Yeah, absolutely. It could be done. It would take some organising, but yeah, you just have a set amount of hours. But it's not just for the charity as well. In terms of, from a sort of selfish perspective, the guys that would then be watching you, Phil, would know it's part of a 24-hour stream. And if they aren't sub to me or sub to Chris or sub to Nick or sub to whoever, they're likely to follow on from your shift. So in terms of the channel growth for the people that were involved on a selfish level, it would help the channels and raise money for charity. I'd love to do it. Absolutely.
Yeah, you could do, yeah.
I don't fix anything, but I'd totally be down to do it.
You can do all the merch for it.
I could do that.
Yeah.
Just break something. Just break something.
Yeah.
We'd be happy enough to watch you printing something.
No, I reckon with Nick's help, so Nick gets double shift. Nick's allowed a double shift. So for each shift, he's allowed to go and fix what he wants to fix. But then you get your own slot where you have no idea what's going on, but Nick is your tutor and you've got to fix it and he's got to fix it.
I'd try it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be fun. Yeah, that'd be fun.
What's the worst that can happen?
Nothing, because I couldn't even turn on a computer a year ago, so we're good.
Well,
people will pay good money. I reckon people will pay good money. I genuinely would love to do it. But sorry, Phil, I sort of hijacked you there.
No, I'd love to do something different. I know next year I do want to, if I can, I do. I'm probably not going to do now because I need a COVID passport. But I would love to do a parachute jump for charity. I'd love to do a parachute because I want to do one anyway.
That would be fun.
Why not raise some money?
Right. I just did a toy drive for my birthday 2 weeks ago. I had like 7 bands play that were a bit on my show and stuff, and then I just had a big Toys for Tots drive. Yeah, it worked out pretty well.
Nice.
Happy birthday for 2 weeks ago.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't even know it was your birthday, so yeah, happy birthday.
Would you say
Thanks.
you're 48?
38.
You know you're not coming back on your stream again, are you, Wayne?
Straight into that one. Sorry, Jimmy.
It's the last invite you ever get in.
I don't know. No. I welcome this. This is what I like.
All aboard the banter bus.
Fixing a console on the way down, jumping. Oh, that'd be fun.
Reballing, mate. Reballing from 30,000 feet.
30,000 feet. Hang on a minute. One more ball. Oh god. I can't use a stencil on the table, so I've got no chance of 30,000 feet.
God, that went a bit brutal. He said, "Can you do it, but without a shoot?"
Without a shoot.
Somehow I think surface tension comes into play there, I think.
He should get like a bed sheet so we can give him a chance.
Some Josh has just said there, he probably wouldn't live stream, but he might jump on Wayne's and apply the pressure on his repair.
Oh, thanks.
Why does Josh not live stream?
He just doesn't like live streaming.
All right.
So he's not. He said he's not ready for live streaming.
Have you guys always done live streaming?
I've always done live streaming. I've done odd few videos, but my main is switch computer on and hit that.
I don't think I live streamed for the first 6 months, maybe.
Oh, I love it, and genuinely, the reason for someone like me who was coming into this with not bleeding clue, didn't even know how to take a PS4 apart, because now I take that for granted. I think.
Yeah.
I don't take it for granted because I realised that it wasn't long ago I didn't know how to do it. But for me, the only way to kind of get that knowledge in a quick format was a live stream, because you get enough viewers in, chances are somebody's going to have the answer you're looking for, rather than you having to go around 20, 30, 40, 50 people, however many people are in your chat at any one time. It's like it's an open forum.
Right.
Well, that's why I like live streaming, because if there's a difficult repair, then I can always turn to chat to see if anyone's got any ideas for things for me to try.
Mm-hmm.
So, it makes sense to live stream sometimes. It takes longer to do the job, but you've got more chance of actually being able to figure it out if you've got however many people, backseat technicians sort of thing, giving you their insight with a fresh pair of eyes.
Yeah, I know. Just my other show it's pre-recorded. I think we recorded Tuesday nights and then we released it on Saturday. Just between doing this show, which is live, and that one, I definitely like a live aspect better. But just the timing with everybody doesn't work out to do interviews with the other show. But definitely the live thing I like it way better.
The problem with live is
live just gives more engagement, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's a serious question. Because what do you think about YouTube versus other platforms? Because YouTube its main thing isn't going live and being live. They want you uploading content more than doing the live aspect.
That's changing.
Yeah, I think that's changing. I think that is changing slowly. I've noticed a lot more over the past couple of months, though. I'm getting more subscribers through live streams than I am than I was 3-4 months ago. I mean, 3-4 months ago, I was losing subscribers on every live stream, but now it's kind of took that turn. But I think in terms of live streaming, it's more beneficial to live stream on Twitch than it is on YouTube.
From a financial standpoint?
Yeah, financially. Well, financially and algorithmic as well. If you've got, if you're live, I mean, like I said, a couple of months ago, I was losing losing subscribers because of live streams. So I was being punished by the algorithm just for live streaming. So, if you want to just upload content to YouTube and then, you could live stream all day on Twitch and then just upload the highlights to YouTube and the algorithm will pick you up. But if you live stream all day on YouTube and then re-upload the same videos as edited content, YouTube will pick them up as repeated content and it won't get pushed out to people. So you're kind of in a lose-lose situation on YouTube if you're streaming and uploading.
Yeah, I mean, the algorithm is itself. I can't really speak from a knowledgeable standpoint, but what I do think, from what I understand, is that streaming is going to hurt the channel rather than help it progress. From my perspective, it doesn't really make too much difference at the minute. I haven't quite figured out what I want to get out of it at the end, or in the end. But I'm not going to stop live streaming, regardless of what it does to the channel. I'm not going to stop doing it, because I think I've got myself into that position now where people want it. And
See, I've pushed myself.
American.
I've kind of backed myself into a corner where it's like YouTube plays not a large role in income, but it's significant enough now that it's like I need that income to keep it flowing, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I can't afford now for like YouTube for me now is looking more and more like a viable business long term. So I can't afford to do anything. It's like I had a conversation with someone. I'm not going to say names, but I had a conversation with someone yesterday about another well-known technician apparently being sued, and saying basically, do I want the information and do I want to discuss it on YouTube? And instantly it was no, because YouTube plays that much of a role in my income now that I can't afford to be arguing with other channels because just to make a little bit of content, that it's not worth it.
But regardless of the income, it's still not worth it.
Yeah, even regardless of the income, it's not worth it. But you know, it's obviously, you know, just from a channel perspective where it's going to hurt my channel. No one's a winner when you argue on YouTube. No one wins at all.
You cannot please all of the people all of the time, and that other technician could be the most hated technician on YouTube. But you guarantee your channel is going to get hurt by you.
Of course, it is. Like, yeah, you can either lose subscribers, or YouTube could just outright ban you just for talking about it. Like it's just not worth it. Yeah, so I mean, but even like for someone like me now, even if I was to say it on Twitch, the word would still get out. Like there'd still be people watching, even if it wasn't on YouTube. It'd still make its way to YouTube. So either way, you know, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if I say anything in public at all now, it's going to get out to YouTube. That's the bottom line. So I can't. I have to be really careful now. Then, like even on Twitch, or if I was to go over to a different streaming platform, I still have to be really careful on what I say, just because it would hurt my bottom line.
Right. I want to say congratulations. That's cool that you make, you know what I mean, that YouTube is becoming a living, you know what I mean, a valuable source of income.
I mean,
like,
that's
cool, man.
It's not. It probably pays about, I'd say about 30% of my income.
But that's cool though, you know.
But like if you think 6 months ago it was more like 10% or maybe about 8%. So like I have got to start thinking like that now, where like you know YouTube is slowly becoming a main source of income for me, like not just repairs. So I mean, I am seeing a lot more consistency these days than I was 6 months ago. So I have got to consider everything.
Your channel has changed since I've been around. What's that, 7 months?
See, that's another thing.
Things has changed, and
I want the channel to change. I want the channel to change, but as a person, I never want to change. I will change
in a good way.
Yeah, but I mean, if I change in a good way, but I don't want to become one of them people that like I'll just, do you know what I mean? Like I'll stuck up my own arse sort of thing. Right. On me at the end of the day.
These days.
We all what, mate?
We all expect it from you these days.
Well, no, but I don't want to be one of these like condescending arseholes that just say, "Look, this is the only way you do it. This is how it should be done." Blah blah blah. Like, I want to give the way I do it and let people choose themselves.
Do you know what? In all seriousness, Phil, I think whether it's through luck or judgment or whatever, you've surrounded yourself with a group of people. Select group of people that if you were to even hint at heading down that way, you'd feel a size 10 planted up your ass before you could even let it kick in.
Well, I hope so, because like I said, as a person, I don't want to change.
Yeah, the fact that you're even aware of that, you know what I mean, that you don't want to become that. I mean, that's I don't know. You guys seem like positive, thinking people. Like you'll stay that way, man.
Yeah.
You seem humble. Like that's.
I want to keep myself in check, because I know. I know it's always in the back of my mind, and I always tell myself that no matter how much I can become a multimillionaire, I know that one day in the past I was having to break the law to feed myself, and I always remember that. Like, do you know what I mean? It's not. I don't want to forget where I come from, even if I get 1 million subscribers. I don't care. I'm still going to be that same person, because that's who I am.
Yeah, you stay humble, man.
So yeah, I'll remember my past, and I always keep that in mind. No matter what I do, I don't want to screw up, but do you know what I mean? I don't want to screw up and end up going back to the way I was 5 years ago. But
it's not going to happen. It's not.
I know it's not going to happen. But
too many people You know,
I've got too many good people around me to let that happen nowadays. There's way too many good people around me that wouldn't allow it, which is a good thing.
You just get told straight, I think, as well, and that's a nice thing. If anyone's got an issue and comes and tells you, I think you'd respect them more for saying this is
why I'll like, because a lot of channels, they'll delete content, like they'll delete comments. Whereas, you know, if someone's criticising me, saying, well, actually, you're wrong, this is why you're wrong. If someone just comes and says, oh, yeah, you're wrong, you're an idiot, then I'll delete it. But if someone comes to me and says, or if someone leaves a comment publicly and says, you're wrong, and this is why I think you're wrong, or I disagree with what you think, what you said, because then I'm more than happy to have a reasonable argument with someone.
Yeah.
And be told why I'm wrong. I want to be told when I'm wrong. I don't want people to follow me and say, oh, yeah, it must be right because it's him. I want people to actually put me in my place and tell me when I'm screwing up.
What about you, Chris? Do you get comments with people saying this is wrong, that's wrong? Do you find people trying to instigate?
No, not really. It's not, as I say, luckily for me, I'm not that popular yet. but no. These... As I said last time, there's quite a lot of people out there that's very knowledgeable, and even not saying that you're wrong, but more making you question as to why something might not have worked at the time it did.
Yeah, I'll give you a perfect example of that. The Nintendo Switch the Nintendo Switches that I bought, where one was in really good condition, but I think it had a blue screen of death, and I ended up putting the CPU on the wrong way, and people pointed it out in chat. I still need to revisit that Switch, but the fact that people pointed it out and actually said, "No, you've screwed this up," it's not because it just didn't work. It's because you screwed it up by installing it wrong, and that's the kind of thing that I want. If I've messed it up, and it's my fault, then I want people to tell me.
Oh, I've just got used to it.
But also, you kind of learn that way too.
Yeah, it's the whole basis for a channel. Hey, I'm not going to complain.
Well, but even me as I'll put that in quotes, as a professional. Like, we still make mistakes and we still make errors in judgment. That's the entire point, and that's the point of showing it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
But making mistakes is part of life, and it's never going to change.
No, we're all going to make mistakes,
and it's how you learn.
Yep.
That is true. Yeah, you don't learn if you don't. There's a process to learning. You've got to make. First of all, you've got to make the mistake.
Yeah. And
then you've got to be told that you've made a mistake, and then you've got to acknowledge the mistake.
You don't necessarily have to be told that you've made a mistake. You can acknowledge it yourself. You can.
But if you realise yourself, you're still telling yourself that you've made a mistake. So you kind of still stands. You've got to realise that you've made the mistake, and then you've got to acknowledge and accept that it's your mistake, and then you can fix it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I mean, what I will say is the one thing I've taken away from streaming on YouTube, in the 7 months that I've been doing it, patience in my personal life has massively increased with my kids, with my family, with work in general. I'm a flapper. If more than a couple of things is going on at once, then I start feeling like I'm losing control. But actually, somehow taking a board like that and having to focus on one part of it, somehow impacting on my personal life in terms of patience, and in a positive way. It's great. It's fantastic.
Yeah, one of the things you've got to remember as well is, as you get more popular, you're going to get a lot busier, and like you said earlier, you need to find that work-life balance, because no matter how you look at it, YouTube is still work. Like you still work. You're working towards something. You've got an end goal in mind, even if you don't know it yet. But you don't know it yet. But there is something there at the end of it. So, like, at the minute, you're trying to work on. Like, your goal at the minute is to get monetized, and then to work on your editing.
Not even so much of monetization. It'd be nice. The editing, absolutely, but
that's going to take up a lot of time. Editing is going to take a lot of time. Like, day to day. Like, if you think about it, like, you edit a 2-hour stream into a video, you've got to sit there for at least 3 hours editing, at least.
Yeah. Or
so,
more.
Or more, yeah. There can be more.
It's.
You've got to find that balance. I haven't got that balance. Definitely ain't got that balance yet. I spend way too much time working.
See, I don't have a lot of patience anyway, and if I'm sat concentrating on something and my phone's going off left, right, and centre,
yeah,
I'd love to just be able to pick it up and just launch it against the wall.
Oh, we've all felt the same way.
We've
all felt like that. Yeah, we've all felt like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like genuinely, sometimes like, I've had a Nintendo Switch board in front of me before in the past, and I've just felt like going like this.
And Wayne, I agree with you as far as like the
animal.
Yo,
animal.
It's dead.
Can you all shut up a minute? Jimmy's trying to make a point.
But you said about the patience thing with you focusing on the board or whatever. Me with the same thing, man. I used to flip out, go off the handle, and now it's just like it's really calmed me down. It's you know what I mean, like. Even if there's a problem with the print or something like that, I work through it now, and I don't get as like unless the phone's going off.
I get flustered. I still get flustered. Don't get me wrong, and I think it's quite evident to see that on the stream. But I tend not to get as angry with being flustered anymore, which is great for my personal life. It's fantastic.
Same.
And I think it's been noticed at home as well because my wife will say to me, "You're going to go out and do a stream?" And she's like, "You're going to go and do a stream, aren't you?" all right. I'll go and do a stream.
I cannot wait for the day that Wayne starts reballing.
Yeah, that's coming. That's coming.
Yeah.
What have I got a reball for when I could just send it to you and you can do it for me? Mate, what's the point in having friends in the business if you can't use it?
Send it to Chris. Send it to Chris. He'll do it.
I will say too,
it would do.
You guys like repair community. Obviously I don't fix things because I can't even work electronics. But if I could, you guys have a community. It's just like the punk rock community I'm in. Everybody's helping each other. Everybody's bouncing off one another. It's really cool to see. It's really cool to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Go on, Chris.
For me, it's the only way to do it. You can't be selfish. You can't be holding back or anything like that. And like turning around and saying, "No, don't bother sending it to me. I ain't going to do it for you, mate." And you know what I mean? It just don't work. It's for me, it's no good. It's the wrong attitude.
Yes. See, I like to if anyone watched Lewis Rossman when he mentioned that Nintendo Switch that went to Nintendo when he gave me a shout out, he referred to me as his colleague, even though we've never met in person. He doesn't really know me. He still referred to me as a colleague, and I think that's the way we all have to look at each other. We're all a team at the end of the day. We're all out to help each other.
Everybody's going to need help at some point. Everybody's going to need help, and if you burn them bridges, or it just ain't going to happen. You're going to get nowhere in life.
Yeah, it's like when like Wayne said to me before, if I get too swamped, it's like last week I think I had something like 30 consoles coming at once, and Wayne was straight on the phone. If you need help, give me a shout. Give me some of the simpler jobs, and I'll do them. And I really respect him for that because he just jumped up and he was like, "Yeah, I'll help you out." But obviously, if we're all there to help each other, then number one, we all learn off each other. But number two, it makes everyone's life easier.
Yeah, I mean, for me, Chris, obviously, when I started, I don't even know how I got started. I think, it was just a PS4, and somehow I ended up in a Discord, and then I was talking to this random bloke, and the next thing I know, I've got a hot air station on my doorstep. and that was Chris. That's pretty much how it went. And then I thought, right, well, I better make use of this then. And 7 months down the line, I'm now sat in front of equipment, that is several £1,000s worth. I'm sat in
the shed. Well, I mean, the shed alone is the shed alone is a massive achievement, though.
That's not on me. That's the point I was going to make.
Well, it is, but you still arranged it and organised it, and I know you got help with building it, but with how quick you put that together, it's a pretty good achievement considering you was balancing family life as well. You've got kids yourself. You've got a wife, and you was working you're working part time, aren't you? at the minute.
Well, sort of. Obviously,
Yeah.
that's a change in life as well. And going from
You've had a lot of changes recently. I honestly don't know how you kept up with it.
Mate, neither do I. I don't know. I don't know. I just get out of bed in the morning, sweet coffee, and off I go. I don't know.
Can I just read a couple of chat messages? Taylor said, "Who are the other 4 people?" So the big bald one is Chris from iFix Consoles.
Go sub, please.
Yeah, iFix Consoles.
Go sub to Chris.
Exclamation point Chris in my chat for him.
Yep.
The one directly above me, the one who's sitting on my head, that's Wayne.
You should be so lucky, mate, putting my balls in your mouth. You'd be happy.
I really am so glad.
Ring a ding ding.
Yeah. Exclamation point Wayne. I'll give you his link to Wayne's Noob Repairs UK, and then
Don't go and stop
we've got the host is the Antisocial Experience. You can type in exclamation point Nick for that.
That would be Nick Kennedy, and then we've got Jimmy on the left. Have we got a link for yours, Jimmy? Can we bang that in chat?
I'll post one.
Yeah, post the link and then I'll copy it into mine.
I'm not even looking at my chat
because I haven't even got your link.
Nick's personal one's not on there though.
No, Nick, that is a good point. I'll have to add that
for his repairs.
Come on, Nick. You're the host. What are you doing?
Nick did one of my kind of repairs the other day.
Is that my stream bot? Is that my stream bot spamming my repair business to everyone else's channel?
You scumbag.
Oh, I love that. That's great.
Nick repaired an Xbox One power supply unit the other day on his personal one.
So tell you what I've got to repair.
Yeah.
Did I upload that video?
Can anyone identify that?
Yeah, you uploaded it, mate. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I thought I might have forgotten. I was just talking about it.
Can anyone identify that?
PS5.
PS5 what?
PSU.
Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna fix that for a video.
Come on, I know I'm a bit thick, but come on. I only recognise it because I've seen a picture.
One more thing. Micro Mad Repair said no schematics, no board views. Manufacturers hate us. We have to stick together. I 100% agree.
Yeah, completely agree.
100% agree.
Yeah, coming back to that point, I've been enveloped. Oh, that's a posh word, isn't it?
Ooh.
By the community in a fantastic way. Yeah, 7 months in, just past 1,000 subscribers. I'm doing extremely well, and now I'm in a position where the tables are kind of turning, and the satisfaction I get from somebody stuck and I've got something they need, and being able to send that out the door, and people are like, well, how much do I owe? Nothing. Just let me return the favor for what people have done for me. And I think that as a community, that's who we are and what we do and how we keep moving forward. And it is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I mean, for me, if let's say, for example, if another technician asked me to fix something that they couldn't fix, I probably wouldn't like if it was someone in this community. I probably wouldn't charge them, but I'd have to offset the parts cost. But I'd be like, yeah, just give me the money for the parts. Like just cover the parts I've had to put into it. Like if it's like a £2-3 chip, you're just like, yeah, whatever. But if it's like a £20 chip,
here, mate.
Well, they're £18 a chip, so you can cough up the money for them.
Sometimes I'm just happy to have the content.
Yeah, sometimes I'll do stuff for content.
If it's something that Wayne's sending or something like that, or even another viewer, if I get a good stream out of it, then
just a bit of fun.
Yeah,
a bit of fun and a bit of good content. Yeah.
Yes, and we've all got our own niches. We've all most of us have got.
We've all got our own style.
Good at, the reballing.
That is true. Yeah.
For you, Phil. Chris's diagnosis and
sniffer dog and falling off a chair.
And falling off the chair.
Fucking expert level activated. God mode activated.
Yeah, no, I was genuinely just about to say that about the what do you call it?
Chest. It's only a 5-letter word, mate.
The diagnostics. One Up Gaming just said you did exactly that for me with the analog NT. Yeah, I remember that actually. The analog NT that I repaired for One Up Gaming. That was pretty. That was something different. Nice and a nice, fresh bit of content.
Yeah, the other thing as well, you've got the other technicians that are about. You know, you've got Joey, who's got absolute grit and determination, but his personality is completely outstanding. Stestics Fix, you've got the editing there. Yeah, the editing there is just out of this world. My mate Vince, again, the grit and determination. And these are just, I don't mean to single people out, they're just people. Micromage process. If you want to process and you want to nail it down, you watch a video, it doesn't differ unless he tells you, I'm trying something different. That process is going to be ABC, and you follow it and you'll get that.
A fine example of that for Micromage, he's literally got a video which he posted recently, my current soldering technique. So literally he's developing that technique and then he's using that and trialing that technique. And he's sticking to it, like, which is really good. Like you said, the process, he's sticking to that process. It's really good. It's like Tronic Fix. Tronic Fix is the entertainer. Like we all know Tronic Fix is the entertainer. But he entertains us. And he's really good at editing as well, Tronic Fix.
Yeah, absolutely. But then you've got the others as well, the other side of it.
Lewis.
I call them crapbooks. So you've got Lewis and you've got Paul Daniels. Paul Daniels is the dry one. He's going to tell you straight. And if you don't like it, you're going to get told.
He's straight up, yeah. And then Lewis Ross, and then Lewis is the angry one. Lewis is the angry one.
Angry one. I hope he's not watching this. That's it. Unsub.
Actually, there's a point. I better be careful. There's quite a few big channels that watch my channel, so
it's all right, mate. I'm just going to send that to Lewis and say,
he told me he wanted to slap me with a fish, so I really don't care.
But then again,
Lewis is great.
You've got Nick as well, grit and determination. How many conversations have we had that have run into hours, Nick, where we're just chewing the fat over one particular issue? But you're the knowledgeable one. You crave and you go out of your way to find that knowledge, but it sticks. It sticks with you.
Somewhat.
Someone said in my chat, Killed in Combat said I'm his inspiration. I shouldn't be people's inspiration. No, genuinely. No, genuinely, I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't.
Before it even entered my head.
That's the point I was just getting ready to bring up. Is when you're releasing content, whether it be live or recorded video, even edited, and putting part of yourself out there on the internet. Yeah. Like you you have a responsibility, I think, to act, at least try and act accordingly anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you've got to try and you got to try and set a good example, definitely.
Who you're influencing, who is taking from your example or learning from it.
Yeah, it's because you don't know who's watching. That could be a 16-year-old kid, and in 10 years' time, it's going to take over the world. You've got no idea, and you might say something that he will always remember. It could be a guy that's in his 70s and is experienced or inexperienced, and one wrong move can potentially, at your level, Phil, you'll feel this more than anyone. It can ruin someone. It can just make them down tools there and then. Yeah, so it's definitely a big responsibility to carry.
Definitely. Like if I have to be like, I wouldn't say like my level, but I am getting to a point where, like I said earlier, I do have to be careful what I say and when I say it. Because
how as well.
Yeah, and how I say it, because like you said, it can potentially influence someone else to do something, or to do something a specific way, or to say something, or take a specific course in life and stuff like that. And you do have to be really careful, because, like as everyone says, with power comes responsibility, and when you've got a following, you've got that power to influence people. So you have got to be careful. I mean, I've got I had a look at my analytics the other day, and I think something like 5% of my audience are between 13 and 17 years old. So there are kids watching, so I do have to be really, really careful what I'm saying. Sure. And then there are probably about the same, probably about 5% of my audience who are over 70, which is great to see. But again, you have to be careful.
Yeah, it's you're constantly treading a minefield. I don't really feel that. I'm not going to feel that for a long time.
I think you will eventually, but it's just, you know, it comes slowly, and you learn to live with it slowly. It's like I said, I think I've said to you a few times, you know, Wayne, about the amount of viewers, because obviously mine went from 15 to 20 viewers per stream to over 200, but I didn't notice it because it's gradual.
Yeah.
So
Chris has just seen the same comment I've just seen.
I'm just reading.
Danny's on fire tonight.
Georgie got mentioned the over 70s.
Oh dear.
Oh god.
Pennywise is soon going to be going for George.
Yeah. See, I love the banter on this in this community. I genuinely do. Like if you look at some of the stuff that gets said in Discord, it's absolutely hilarious.
What I find amazing about that though is, sorry, Chris, don't.
No,
I know you're getting on a bit, but just hold that in for 30 seconds.
He is going on a bit. Have you seen how many wrinkles he's got?
How difficult is it to read a personality or intention over text? We all know that's quite difficult. How many times have you had a text from someone and thought, oh, that's a bit shitty, and it's not been intended that way? Yet somehow
have you got it wrong?
Yeah, but somehow with our community, and 99% of the time, it's all via text, but you always get the intention. I don't know how. I can't explain it, but it is really, really nice.
Yeah, you tend to get a feel pretty quickly for what people are about when it, like in this community, like whether they're just there to troll you or whether they're to help people or get help themselves or something like that. You genuinely get a feel for it fairly quickly. I'd say within the first few messages to send.
Yeah, we keep feeding the trolls because we enjoy them.
Yeah, but we love that.
Yeah. Sorry,
we love that.
Mr. Earnshaw, go ahead.
Mr. Earnshaw, so formal.
Sweet cheeks. Go on, babe.
Mr. Chair, come on, Mr.
Chair. Him off.
You got to make me blush.
You are.
Find it, fix it. Philippich just mentioned there something about power supplies, and that when you can suddenly find you on a misleading path with power supplies. I mean, like Nick did the other day, he repaired a power supply. One thing I didn't notice Nick do on that video was test that big capacitor for voltage.
Yeah. Now, you're getting called out.
No.
Mate.
No.
Do you want to shut him down? Go on.
Not necessarily being called out, but I know that power supply was dead. So that power supply being dead, and I kind of know what was wrong with it before he opened it. There was going to be no power in that big capacitor.
No.
It was going to be drained. But just somebody opening one and not realizing, if they then go and they essentially grab that full board, then it could be pretty serious.
It can be catastrophic.
How do you drain them? Genuine question. I've got no idea. I've seen my mate use a bleeding light bulb.
Yeah, you can use lights. Some people use lights. Some people use like a series of resistors, and it just transfers it in the form of heat.
Get a giant screwdriver.
I was just about to say,
with an insulated handle.
Yeah.
That makes a bang.
I'm actually working on a PS4, on a PS5 power supply, and I actually did that in the video. I put a screwdriver across it, and I'll tell you something: the bang, you wouldn't have wanted that on your hand. Like I actually showed it. The reason I showed it on the video was because I wanted to show people that even though the power supply is off, there's still a lot of voltage left in that cap.
I won't,
It's still.
I won't touch them now or at any point. Yeah, you look at the
I
likes
think-
of Steve B and what he works on. Oh,
Yeah,
Well,
it's
well,
dangerous.
that's the thing. That's the thing. Throughout Nick's video, he does actually state not to attempt to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Let somebody daft enough to do it and carry.
Yeah,
the
let
work
someone
out.
else do it. Let someone else do it.
You know what I mean?
Whilst we're talking about Nick's videos, Nick, can you
He wants
link?
some.
No, I want something for Nick actually. So the chat's obviously going off a little bit tonight. Can you link the video with the giveaway? See if you get a few more people entered in that.
Yeah, sure.
Tell
Give
them
me a
what it's
sec.
all about.
I'll
I
work
don't know how
on
many
it.
people you've got in there, but the more the merrier.
Yeah, I don't know. What are you saying? You want me to tell them about the original video?
Well, you've got the PS4 and the.
I have a PS4 right now. And then there's a video but that's that's ending
Fuck
on.
off as well, Chris.
I'm doing a live stream Tuesday to give that away.
Yeah, so you've got that one and the GPU as well, or is that one done and dusted and gone?
Oh, the GPU, yeah. Go leave. It's Turbo Dead 1060. Just Google that or go on my channel and look for 1060 or Turbo Dead 1060. Go leave a comment what we should do with that GPU.
Is that on your personal channel, Nick?
Yeah. Just my name.
Let me get a link to your personal channel. I'll add that. I'll have to add that to my my bot thing.
Sorry, RWL, if you're still in chat, you are an absolute legend. He's proper memed you, Phil. Chris, have a look in Discord.
Oh god.
I don't know how to share it. Chris,
I don't want to look.
So when you froze earlier on, he's caption on there, that face you make when you think you got away with a silent fart.
Right, I've posted a link in my in my Twitch and my
Beautiful.
my YouTube. If everyone goes and checks out Nick's private channel, his personal channel.
Yeah.
What you say? You're doing a giveaway, Nick?
Yeah, it's for I put a video up whenever I hit 100 subscribers on my personal channel to give away a PS4.
Okay.
And basically just and it's whether it be a fake boost in numbers or whatever. I just wanted to see who was genuinely interested in it.
Yeah.
And so, somewhere along the line, I came up with the idea to do sudden death with it, basically. So on the original video, if you subscribe, leave a comment, and like it, share it, whatever, help get it out there. And then the sudden death part of it is when I'm doing the giveaway during the live stream. I'm going to randomly pick a comment from that video.
Okay.
And if they're in chat, they get it. If not, we're going to re-roll and pick another name.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to keep going until we get somebody that's actually been paying attention to it.
Okay, well,
Tuesday.
Yeah, it's ending soon, but let me get the link.
and what's that for? The PS4? is it?
RWL. I meant RB King. Sorry, I always get the two of you confused. I don't know.
Oh, okay. And that's for a PS4, is it, Nick?
Yeah, whole PS4 console.
Oh, nice.
I think it's Tuesday at 6 p.m. Nick's time, is it?
Eastern time.
Okay, well, everyone go check that out then. The link's pinned.
Whoa. They need to back up, subscribe first, and then go and watch all of the other content, and then come back to that video.
Well, there is that, yeah. You need to go check that out. Subscribe to his channel.
You're looking at the...
I think I've got enough PS4, so I won't enter, but...
I'm not entering either.
I'll try and...
I'm a cheapskate. I want it.
We know you're a cheapskate.
I'm just going to take
it. Jimmy just walking down the road with it.
RWL said he's going another name that he could change to, but he don't want to, so...
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's my fault, mate.
I'll check out that Discord meme in a little while when we finish this.
It's a good one. I've downloaded it.
I'll save it for later. There's that.
All right.
Sorry, Nick.
Does that work?
We took over there.
That's all right. I think that's the link to the original, the giveaway, and then there's the Tuesdays. I'll link the other one. There's two links. You have to check them both out. Actually, the link for the thing is in each of the channel, or each video has a link relating to the other one.
Right. Cool.
So just use your eyes and read the description.
Yeah.
I guess.
Killed in combat. I'm not sure who that question was aimed at, but I would say probably you guys more than me, because I'm still in a process. How did you learn how to become a tech? I'm really interested. I'm starting on controllers. I would say it's an ideal place to start, but these guys can give you a better insight.
Well, I really can't. I mean, I had experience from years ago soldering. That was it. I didn't have much experience on consoles or anything like that. Sort of get the gist of how circuits work.
Yeah.
In a sense, which it helps me with a diagnosis process or being able to look at schematics and work out where something might be in relation to that schematic, a certain component, such as a FET or a diode or something like that. But having knowledge of repairing a console, I had nothing when I first started. And it's just building it up.
You underestimate your ability, though. You really do underestimate yourself, Chris.
Not necessarily underestimating myself, but I prefer to give myself less credit than I possibly deserve. But that's a way for me to push myself forward.
Get that?
Yeah, I'll get that. Yeah.
So
it's understandable.
If I never reach a point where I fully believe I know enough, I'm never going to stop. I'm going to keep driving.
Keep pushing. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, see, it's kind of the same for me. I never really had any experience soldering before I started doing controllers. I only started doing controllers because I had no money. I was skint. I already had a soldering iron. I had a basic Yeewah soldering iron.
Yeewah.
Yeewah.
That's what I said. Yeewah. That's what I said.
You got to get the pronunciation right.
I can't. Where's Ted-r? Ted-r will do it for us. He's a Texas boy.
If we can throw this out there, what kind of led you to doing repairs, even if it was like whatever you started out on? Like, do you know? I don't know if that's
mine was just because. Well, I've always been into like how circuits work and stuff like that. I've always had an interest in electronics and science and stuff. But for me, it was literally because I had no job. I just lost my job and I needed a way to make money. So I taught myself. Yeah, I found something to do to keep myself occupied, but at the same time, I found a way to earn money, and it just kind of progressed from there. But I was really naive when I first started, because the first console I ever bought to fix for myself was a PlayStation 4 with blue light of death, and I got really, really lucky because the blue light of death was because someone had took it apart and
the two pins on the power supply.
Yeah, the bridge of two pins, and I thought to myself, being really naive, that PS4 blue light of death consoles was easy fixes. So
you're getting proper slammed in chat by Sarah.
It's all right. I ignore Sarah in real life, so I might as well ignore her in chat.
Well, she's telling us you burnt the carpet with that original soldering iron.
I actually did burn the carpet. If it wasn't for my niece, the house would have set on fire that night. I left the soldering iron turned on, and it burnt an hole in the floor.
Jesus.
Covered the house in smoke, set all the smoke alarms off, and burnt an hole in the floor.
Yeah, I bet.
So, and that is when I decided I am never soldering in the house again. I mean, I know I'm in my loft now, but it's a more controlled environment now.
Yeah, fire
experience as well too.
Well, the fire. If it was a case where it caught fire now, I mean, yeah, it would still fall down to the ground and stuff, but I think I would realise before it got that bad, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And everything gets turned off at night now, but I have got smart plugs which I'm going to be installing on the soldering iron and the hot air station to make sure they go off at 3 a.m. every night.
Yeah.
So that way I know then that when I'm asleep, it's going to be off.
Yeah, that's important to mention. Obviously, we've got someone in the community recently that has suffered tragically a house fire, and that's a life. And we don't know why. We don't know why, and we shouldn't speculate. We have absolutely no right to speculate. The fact of the matter is that fire ripped through his house and broke him. His family were in the house, and we don't know if we don't know the reasons why, but the importance of safety with the equipment that we're all using on a day-to-day basis. Holy crap, the potential is lethal.
I can jump in on this one too.
Eyes.
I was drying a t-shirt one time when I first started under one of the flash dryers I have, and for some reason I put the t-shirt under there and I walked in the other room. Well, I got in the other room and I realized, oh shit, that takes about 7 seconds to dry. So when I got back, I had a fucking inferno in my kitchen. But luckily I had a hose there, like for my, but I got it put out and everything. But yeah, it wasn't cool.
See, this is why I say to people, because I've got the BGA machine. The BGA machine does have a potential to catch fire. Like it has a potential for the board to catch fire, which is why I make a point: never leave your equipment turned on unattended. Yeah, never, because
mine nenever gets a chance to get turned on, so it's.
Well,
she did tell us,
mate.
She's told us all about it. Don't worry about that.
I was just about to make a crack about his wishes, but I thought, it might be best to leave that away.
Mate, it becomes expected after a while.
Yeah.
Or anticipated, one of the two. What's that in the top right hand corner of the screen? It's a Thanos teddy glove thing.
Yeah. I can't see it properly because you're on a 43-inch screen and I can't see that properly.
You're getting all the.
I haven't got it full screen though. I've got two screens. I've got one there and I've got one up in front of me here. But yeah, when it hits 200, you stop it manually. I'll watch it and then I do stop it manually when it's done as well. I always press that stop button.
Yeah,
just to make sure that it's turned off and it's cooling down.
See, I never make sure my stuff's turned off at mains. My stuff's never turned off at mains.
Not necessarily the mains, but use bleeding switches that come on. There's a reason.
I don't.
On. They all develop heat. Turn them off.
I don't turn it off at the mains because everything is tied in together. Like, for example, the power supply. The soldering iron, and the hot air station are on. It's like a 20 amp IEC block, so it's like it's got male to female IEC blocks on it, so they're all on the same thing. But then on top of that, the cameras are linked to the power supply. So if I turn the power supply off, the cameras go off, and if I turn the main plug for the hot air off, then the power supply goes off. So it's all linked together. So I have to be really careful on what I'm turning off. So I'll just use individual switches and just turn it all off manually.
What I was going to say is good practice though. If you'll get into a way where you're going round flicking switches left, right, and centre, then your electric bill ain't going to come in at like what mine is, which is about 340 quid a month.
Yeah, played Northerner to be a cheapskate talking about the electric bill. Christ.
To be fair though, it is expensive. To run this equipment is expensive, especially when you've got
any equipment.
If you've got your power supply running at the same time as your hot air, at the same time as your soldering iron. For me and Chris, a BGA station plus your computers, and then cameras and lights as well.
It costs an absolute fortune, man, and we're on a pay-as-you-go meter as well, so I'm having to earn 25-30 quid a week before I've even started making any money just to run this thing. It's ridiculous. There's me picking on Chris about being a cheapskate north. Complaining about the heater.
I just want to acknowledge because Andy Donahoe is the only person in my Twitch chat, and he's left a few messages. He said,
bless him.
He said, I knew nothing 3 months ago and bought more than I fix now. Thanks you guys. So he's talking to all of us there, I think. Fixed the PS4 Pro, successfully diagnosed the switch and he's currently destroying a PS4 HDMI port.
Get him,
But he's
lad.
confident he can
Absolutely.
sort it. Nice, mate. Yeah, carry on with it.
Congratulations. Look,
Keep up with it. And them first, I still remember my first successful real fixes. Like my first successful real fixes, probably, I think the kids' controller was one of them. And that's when I decided I wanted to fix some controllers. One of the kids had water damaged their controller. And then I think it was a TV which we were still using up until about 6 months ago when the power supply died a second time. So we used that TV for about, I think it was 3 years. It was one of them Samsung plasmas, and they're really well known for the power supply dying. I managed to fix that. I'll track down the faulty capacitors, and them first fixes will be with me forever. They literally will be with me forever. I think for you, Wayne, what's it going to be for you, Wayne? Is it going to be the PS4 that you fixed, then destroyed, then fixed again?
No. It was the Xbox One S, one that was struck by lightning. So no power, on off, and the fact that in reality, I probably put 24 hours into that machine.
Ouch! That's a long time.
I don't give a toss. I'd have put 48, I'd have put 72, I'd have put whatever it took into it, but I was confident that I could fix that. And the fact that it was an on-off.
Yeah. Someone that reminds me of, we all know him, Andrew Henderson, in the chat. I've seen him take a board and he's literally ripped off the APU and reballed it. He's ripped off the Southbridge and reballed it. And then he's ripped off 16 RAM chips and reballed every single one of them as well. And it still didn't work at the end of it.
Yeah.
I genuinely felt gutted for that guy. I really did genuinely feel gutted for him.
But it's not that. Why feel gutted for him? Because that experience and that exposure.
Oh yeah,
that's invaluable. You can't buy that. Well, you can.
100%.
Pay someone else to do it for you. But
you
what's the fun in that?
Yeah.
But it isn't necessarily. I mean, 20, 30-minute fixes. They're ideal if you're in it for the money.
Yeah, they're all like from a business perspective, but
if you're in it to repair a console, then if you've got 4, 12, 16 hours in it, what difference does it make?
Yeah. So I've got a point on that. Yeah.
The amount of technicians that do this for business purposes on the sole profiting margin of it. I've had quite a few that have said, I wish I could put that much time into it.
Yeah.
Into just one console or one item.
Obviously things are changing for me. Before I make a point on that, hi Lois. For a shout out. I think that's Normski's daughter. So I bet
hi Lois.
Upset the big man. It's like the Minecraft Xbox One I've just bought. So the test of time and how things have changed throughout the course of this year is 3 months ago I could put as much time as I wanted into a console. It really doesn't make a difference. I have failed, doesn't make a difference, whatever. Now I'm at a point where I've got a console which I have to do on my own time because I have other stuff that is actually there to make me money, and that's the great problem. It's a problem, but it's a good problem to have. Absolutely, it's a good problem to have. But the other advantage is I take that board, it's got no power. We get it to a point, again, like the struck by lightning one, it's now on off. But the guys that were watching it are invested. And Chris, you'll know this. People are invested in that. So if that's 12 hours of stream time, fine. Okay. It's 12 hours of content for me. So I have to separate content from the business when it's not going to make me any money. I'm not sure I'm making any sense.
And that all comes back. That all comes back to managing your time and deciding when to do stuff and why and what to do. It's like with this. Like let's say, for example, a couple of days ago, I fixed for one of my customers, one of my business customers. I fixed a PS4 Slim that he couldn't fix. So it was only a display issue, but basically I fixed that. I replaced the retimer, and he gave me that for it. He gave me a full switch.
Nice.
And I said to him, I said, well, I'll tell you what, this will be content to me. So I'll use that for a video. I'm having some time off over Christmas where I can actually get to my own stuff. But 99% of the time, I don't have time to fix my own stuff. Like my microscope camera, the HDMI port on that broke. It's still broke. I haven't had time to fix it. So I ended up buying another camera. The HDMI port on my overhead camera broke. I ended up buying a new camera because I haven't got time to fix it.
Do you know what? The amount of crap that you break, the amount of tech, it's not even work. I do not know how you do it.
But it's all my own stuff, though. That's the funny thing. It's always my own stuff that I break.
If you stripped it down and took every bleeding screw out of it, then you'd probably make it last longer. Because if it's on your bench, chances are it's going to be working. If it's attached to something, you won't. Forget it.
Yeah.
It's going to break.
Yeah, I had to break. I had to break a MacBook board yesterday, though, didn't I, Wayne?
Was that my one?
No, that's the one that was working. I turned it into a donor board to fix that one.
Oh well, you win some, you lose some.
So,
sorry, Nick. Sorry, we're at unruly children, aren't we? Sorry.
that's all right. The usual suspects, as I titled it.
Yeah,
60 people watching this.
It's all right.
Serious?
So,
Holy crap.
if we had to hand out a quick word of advice to somebody that wanted to start doing repairs or YouTube, what would you have to say? Go around the table.
Yeah.
Go for it and don't look back.
As I said last time on the last show, do it.
I think we
Get
all have
some
that
gear.
advice.
Get some gear. Cheap. Start off cheap. Maybe budget $250 in UK pounds, and just go for it.
Yeah.
I think you got to set yourself a budget, but
it's hard if you don't know what you're dealing with. It's hard to set yourself a bloody budget. So that's a whole conversation to have before you even think about anything else.
I agree.
Well,
see,
the Cod3r did release a video on a little budget setup, which is a decent video. The hardest thing about starting is not letting fails or knockbacks put you down.
You don't fail. You don't fail. You might break some shit, but you're not failing.
You're not failing. You're learning. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
For me, I agree with these guys. I say absolutely 100% go for it on your own stuff.
Yeah.
No, don't think that you're going to walk into this and in 2 weeks' time you're going to be advertising for HDMI reports and iPad screen replacements and all the rest of it. Because the likes of Phil and Chris and all the other techs that you're watching that have got thousands of subs, they're making it look easy because they've got experience in doing it. My channel came about. My channel exists because of that reason. Because I watched and I thought, oh yeah, I can do that. I couldn't do that. There was so
it's a good.
There is a learning.
Yeah,
there is a learning.
Absolutely. So do it on your own stuff until you're at a point where you're doing it over and over again. You're confident you can do it, and then by all means start knocking out some adverts and make yourself some money.
Yeah. One thing I think I want to say, if you're looking to do this as either to become a creator or even to start a business, like Wayne said, start on your own stuff. But because if you think about it as a whole, you're thinking, I want to become a creator or I want to become a full-time technician. That is a massive, massive goal. Either one of them. It's two jobs. But even just one of them jobs is huge on its own. That's a massive step for anyone. So the way that I tackle things like that, big problems and big decisions, break it down into really, really small decisions, and then break that down into even smaller sub decisions or make a list of the things that you've got to do and then tackle it one at a time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because if you try and tackle everything head on, you're going to burn yourself out and you're going to give up. I won't say you'd fail, but you'd give up, and
it's easy to give up.
It starts beating your ass after a while.
It does start to beat you after a while. But if you write everything down, if you write it down and then break it down into smaller, more manageable and more achievable goals, then you tackle them little sub goals one at a time, and like eventually you'll think, oh damn, I'm here. I'm actually there now. Like you can, like it can be done, but you've just got to manage it properly. If that makes sense.
Yeah, just compartmentalization. Ooh, get me?
Yeah.
It's about breaking it down, especially when you're on. The first time I looked at one of these bloody things, the world fell out of my backside, and I'd seen plenty of them on watching you guys. I'd seen plenty of them, and I could pick a component out, and then you get it in front of you, and you kind of go, "What's that do?" Because you haven't got a clue. Everything goes out of the window, so you have to re-educate yourself. It really is like having to re-educate yourself when you stop watching and start doing. So don't expect to know it all. Don't expect to, as someone's told me recently, you're expecting too much of yourself. The diagnosis is something I'm crap at. Absolutely terrible at being able to troubleshoot. And yeah, the reality check is a good thing. It's a nice thing.
Sorry, I'm just reading chat.
But if you sit in front of a console, or if you sit in front of something that you're fixing for an hour and a half, 2 hours, sometimes you can test that many things on that circuit that you'll miss stuff yourself, even if you know what you should be looking for.
Yeah, component.
You still find that you'll miss a voltage. It'll read 1.4 like that Xbox One S of Nigel's, and it should have been 5 volts at that specific point. But it's something you overlook.
Yeah.
One of the things some people don't realise as well is, like, let's say for example you've got a line that's supposed to be 5 volts and it's like 4.7 volts. A lot of people don't realise that 4.7 volts could mean something massive. Like that 0.3 volts being missing could mean something massive, and you've got to try and teach yourself that. That's why I specialise in consoles, because if I specialise in consoles, I know exactly what the voltage is meant to read. I know exactly what the diode mode readings are meant to read, and anything different from that, you'll notice a lot of the time I'll say, yeah, that's within range, because it's within range of things that I've seen before when it's been working fine.
On a normal circuit. Yeah.
On a normal working circuit. So you've got to remember that, like, just because it's only a fraction out, it doesn't mean that it's good. Like, it can still be bad. I think Lewis Ross makes a good point with that, where a specific circuit is supposed to be 3.42 volts and it's reading like 3.38 volts or something, and it means a very specific problem. That's one thing that you've got to learn.
I've just realised we're all sat here and we're all talking about voltages and Lewis Rossman and my mate Vince and all of the rest of it. Actually, there might be some people watching us that are like, hey, speaking Greek or something. 3.42 volts might not mean anything to them, and
that
even simple things like that, you think, oh crap, you'd have taken that for granted at one point, but now
you really would.
You just you do take it for granted, but at one point that would have been an education, a lesson to learn. So, I learned a lot from people like Lewis. I owe a lot to Lewis. It was actually Lewis Rossman who convinced me to quit my job at the shop I was working at. Not a lot of people know that.
Crazy.
But I got in touch with Lewis. I was working at a shop before I started doing it on YouTube. I was working at a repair shop, and basically the repair shop wasn't paying me. He wasn't paying me properly.
Yeah.
And I got in touch with Lewis and I said, look, he's not paying me properly. He doesn't trust me with the equipment. He doesn't trust me to actually work on customer devices. What do I do? And he literally outright, he just turned around and said, get up and leave.
Yeah.
Quit and don't look back. Start it yourself.
He's an advocate for taking risks, isn't he? Absolutely.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that's probably the best advice I've ever had off anyone.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
For you.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean that advice is going to apply and work out for everybody else. So again,
I agree. Yeah,
it's an educated risk. It has to be an educated risk on the individual's part. And the only reason I'm saying that is because obviously somebody might listen to this or whatever,
that is true,
and make that decision, and it backfires, and they go.
It depends on circumstance. It depends on circumstance. Like the way think the way that Lewis Rossman and I saw it was, well, I'm not really getting paid properly anyway, so I've got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And I was treated like crap at that job, so again, I've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. But obviously, if you're being paid well or you're being respected, then obviously you have to make that decision on whether it's best for you. But
I think the risk part is something that can hold a lot of people back, not wanting to take that initial risk or that initial jump.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. Like
it's a scary thing to do for some people.
To go out on your own or to try and do it for yourself. You don't have the storefront, or you don't have the reputation for, the one having the business or whatever.
You see, the reason that I got hired in the first place was because of my reputation. So
we've heard, mate.
That's awesome. No, I mean that you can get a job based on like.
Yeah, I got a job. I got a job because the person who owned the business had heard of me. Yeah. I proved what I could do. Yeah.
And you're definitely aspirational, and there's no two ways about that for a lot of people. 30,000 of them apparently.
Yeah. Anyhow, we got to wrap up, gentlemen.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Go off on a tangent.
I'll tell you what.
We just took over.
That's all right though, because I could totally do this all day, all night. Like getting three of my favorite people from YouTube into one place and letting them go.
Yeah. You know what? I've said this before. You're actually probably my oldest subscriber on my channel, Nick. That is some achievement, to be fair. I mean, you were subscribed to me when I was was it the Dell PC?
What's that?
It was the Dell water damage PC, wasn't it?
The waterlog. That's when I initially found you.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
That was a newer video.
Yeah. Whilst it's fresh in my mind, I'm sure you guys will join me in wishing Nick and Jimmy and their families a fantastic Christmas.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
everybody.
Yeah, same to you guys.
Stays at bay, and everybody in chat as well. I'm sure we're gonna have to suffer you lot before Christmas in a stream at some point. But
it was a pleasure meeting you guys too.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it's everything. Nick and Jimmy, giving us the opportunity to come on here and talk absolute shit for an hour and
just waste time. Yeah.
Not only that, but like I said, we get at least in my eyes, three legends in the repair community in different levels, but still decent people.
Well, I still wouldn't say legends.
He wants to debate it, but go subscribe to Chris.
Yeah. You're all good, positive people, so.
Yeah, I do just want to say before...
You should see me before 8 o'clock in the morning, Jimmy. I am not positive.
Same here.
I do just want to say before we leave, anyone in my chat, if you're not subscribed to Nick...
The three stooges.
And also, if you're not subscribed to Chris... oops, hang on, that one was wrong. So I'm just trying to shield everybody's links. And Wayne as well. There we go. I'll put some links in the chat for you to check these guys out. So Chris, Wayne, and then Antisocial Experience as well.
Can we do this again? Can we do this again?
I was gonna suggest that actually. This was fun.
I'll do this again. It's a good laugh,
yeah, absolutely. I think we should do it on a regular.
Yeah.
Talk about our best and worst over the past month or whatever.
Yeah,
that works for me.
I'm
greatest hits.
Yeah.
I think it needs to be more scheduled around my second job.
Definitely. That's what I based this on.
Oh, there goes the fucking ego.
Yeah.
Well, no, that were based on the fact that I wasn't supposed to be on call, and that went through the fucking window, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I mean, I'm in my workshop 24/7, so I can do pretty much any day, really.
Yeah, I'm pretty much available with a little bit of notice, but absolutely, I would love to do it again. And I'm not just saying that. We still have to do the Star Wars special. I'm sure we agreed at some point. We did say.
Yeah, I'm actually still
talking about that.
Yeah, we were just talking about that too. So
I'm still waiting for that.
Did we wait until May the 4th?
May the 4th will be perfect.
May the 4th would be perfect. Yeah.
I reckon that's it.
Or Revenge of the 5th. You know, either or.
Yeah.
Well, I'd struggle on that one because I'm not a Star Wars fan.
Mate, I haven't seen them.
but-
I haven't seen them. So
Me neither.
I needed till May the 4th to go watch it.
You know what? We're going to be messaging Wayne next week. Are you streaming? Can't. Watching Star Wars. You're just going to binge watch every single one.
I'll just ask my kids for the 101. I'll just sit one of them on the edge of the table.
Yeah.
And just go, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Right. Anyhow.
God.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
No, thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Thank you.
People.
Thanks for having us as usual.
Yes.
Yeah.
And thank
I
you,
appreciate you. I
Chat.
appreciate having me on. Yeah.
Appreciate your time.
And chat as well. Yeah. Chat's been
Popping
pretty
off.
big.
I'm gonna have fun reading chat back
Chat-
later.
Chat's always on fire.
To be fair, there are usually, like 30, 40 people constantly chatting with you. Great. So you got to love that.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
All
right.
Nick, shut it down before we start talking more shit.
All
Yeah.
right, good deal. Any last words?
All right.
Save
Oh,
me.
Other
I've
than
been
later,
held-
guys.
I've been held against my will. Please save me.
Yeah. Take care, guys.
Sorry, Chris.
See you later.
See you guys.
See ya.
See ya.
We'll start shutting it down.
Do it.
All right. One by one.
Am I going to...
Oh, wait. How did I
They're
miss
gone.
Bill? I missed him. And there you have it, people.
Yeah, that was great, man.
I didn't want to crash Bill's shit by running the outro video clip anyhow. Legit solid guys, all of them. If you're not subscribed, which you should be. If you're not, shame on you. Go subscribe to their channels. All good content to learn. Thank you for joining us here today. This has been episode 198.
Yeah.
The usual suspects.
Yeah.
We didn't do that for the intro.
Yeah, no. We'll get to it next time.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. We appreciate your time. We cut into your evening enough.
Yeah. Until next time.
I got to find the button again.
Yeah, you
we
always
got to
do.
hire Henry back. He was good with the buttons.
He was expensive.